Fairly recently I made myself a travel easel, inspired by the gurney easels. If you have not heard of that before, go and have a look, it's brilliant. But I've tweaked it quite a lot, added extra bits, and basically made it my own. So there's loads of things I love about it. I'm nearly there with the design. There's a few bits and pieces I keep changing as I go along, and you'll see that when I sort of deconstruct it so that you can have a look at it. But it's pretty much working how I was hoping it would. I use it to paint when I go out, but also this is a new bit which I'm very excited about. I can use it to paint when I'm, say, in front of the telly at night, or I just want it set up to the side, but I don't want it to take up a lot of space, and I can just have it there with all my travel stuff, and I can just work in my little sketchbook. So I'm thinking when I go away, I'll be able to actually put my phone on here, because I've got a magnetic ring on the back of my phone. So I'm really enjoying it so far. It's working really well for me. So I'll take it apart and I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so this is where it starts. I'm going to try to do this one-handed. I'm not sure quite how easy that's going to be, but this is the size of it. It's probably, maybe it's just slightly bigger than A5, but it does mean it fits brilliantly in my backpack. Folds up really nicely. I've got two strong torque hinges on there so that it will hold its shape. I have to tighten those quite tightly. And on the back I've got two options for where I want to have my tripod mount, so that I can attach it to the top of my tripod. So my tripod is a Suri tripod. It's brilliant. It's so lightweight, and it's really stable as well. So it was a really good purchase. Yeah, it was definitely worth the money I spent on that. It slides on, and then if I can do it one-handed, we'll tighten it up. Oh, clearly not. Let's try again. Edit that bit out. Hang on. There we go. I've tightened it on underneath, and then this bit flaps back. I usually have that so that it's straight, and this is the bit that my sketchbook's going to sit on. So you can see I've tried lots of things. These were on this bit to start with, so this was the bit under the easel, but I've realised that I need this bit to be really rock solid, and this bit can be a bit lighter. It's only got my palette and the water pot and things. So, but I didn't mind the little holes. I thought I might hook things on there if I want to. It's only a prototype really anyway. These are my little side flaps. I've put those on with some I think it's called piano hinge. I had to get my hubby to cut it up for me so that it actually fit, and I put a little extra bit of wood there because obviously I don't want it to move, so it just gives it a little bit of stability, because I'm going to put my water pot in there. And then this one's the same, so this one goes over here, and this one has my paintbrushes in it, and I've also got a few little magnets so that it can hold things in place on there. So this is the main piece. I hold most of the stuff on with bulldog clips, and that seems to work really well, but I'm in the process of putting magnets on to hold it as well. These are just sort of sticky back, really strong little magnets, just so I can move them around still. I mean, one of them keeps coming off anyway, just so I can move it around till I know where I actually want it. So there's that. So the first thing I do is I've got my brilliant little plastic palette that the paint just scrapes off, acrylic paint just scrapes off, which I absolutely love. And I like that clipped on there, so I use the bulldog clips just to clip it on, and it holds on lovely and tight on the back there without moving at all. My water pot fits in there, which works fab. These holes, they were designed to put my paintbrushes in, and they do work for that. I don't know how often I'm going to use that, because I only really use two paintbrushes at the moment, but I'm probably going to move them over to this side just so that I can pop them in there if I need to. So it does work, but I don't really use it, and you'll see why in a minute. I've got these little magnets on this side, and there's two options for that. One, I can either, if I can open it, pop my Neo colour 2s on there, so that I've got my tray of Neo colour 2s, and I quite like this bit as well. I just sharpen my pencil onto there, so I've got somewhere to keep all the bits of rubbish and bits of paper, and if I do a little bit of collage, the spare bits of collage go on there, which is working really well. Alternatively, I can pop my watercolour pan on there. This, I didn't like this dipping, so I've made a little tiny, you'll see there, a little tiny block with some magnets on it, and they go, that goes on there, and then that goes on there, so now it's straight. So that does work really nicely, and I can use my watercolours in there. I can also swap it around and do it the other way, so they can go on that side like that if I prefer. So this is a really nice setup. I've got extra painting space there. If I want to use both, I just put that one on there, and I put my Neo colour 2s on there. So that's really pleasing. Sketchbook, there's nothing holding this on. I just pop it on there. How am I going to do this with holding the phone? There we go. And then just clip it on with a bulldog clip or two. Ideally it catches the page as well. I don't think, there we go. So it just catches the page and just holds that down like that, and that is a really nice surface to work on. It's nice and stable, and it's just working really well for me at the moment, and it fits a bigger sketchbook if I want to as well, like this one, and I just clip it at the side instead. As long as it's a firm, it's like a hard back, it holds itself lovely on there. Okay, the other thing that I was really excited about was I was thinking I need something here, because I was painting from images or my phone, so I had my phone sat here, but I kept having to hold them flat or have them off to one side, and I said to my husband, can you see if there's something that I could put here? And he came out with an egg box. So for ages I had an egg box. Hang on, I'll go see if I can find it. So here we go, I found it. So if you match, so that's the top of the egg box, like that. And it worked brilliantly. So what I did was move those over a little bit, like that. And then I slid this, if I can get it in, where's the top? Underneath. Let's see if I can get it to go in. It's so hard when you do this one-handed. Like that. And then I just sat my picture on top. But then, obviously, I can't really be using an egg box just to hold it up. I needed something a little bit more permanent, something that wouldn't get damaged. So I went in my shed and I found a scraper. So that had a like a plastic handle on it, so it's just for, I don't know, getting paint off, wallpaper or something like that, I'm not sure. And I had to hair dry that off because it didn't want to come off, but it did eventually. And then I got my husband to bend it and just file the edges so they're a bit smoother, so that I could pop that in there. So it was just a bit stronger than the egg box. And I was just like, that's genius, that's genius. But then even better, I realised that the magnets go on it. So what I do now is I pop a picture on and I just secure it in place with the magnets. So let's see if there's another one on the back. Over here. And now my paper doesn't fly away either. And my phone, on the back of it, it also has magna ring on the back, so that would also be able to stick onto it as well. So I can also, if I want to just paint from a picture I took in the day, I could just have my phone just sitting on there and it wouldn't fall off. So all in all, that just works brilliantly, and it's lightweight and it's easy to pop in my backpack, and yeah, it's working great. Like I said, a few little tweaks. I think I'm going to put some holes in here so that I can put my paintbrushes in, but not really a priority. And yeah, I'm interested to hear what you think and whether you've got any suggestions of things that I could do to it. I mean, this tray I really love, and my first thought was that I'd actually put my travel kit on it, which is this, but it's maybe a little bit heavy. I think it would hold it, and it's also a little bit big, but I'm not hating the way that I can just put, choose the few paints that I want or the pencils I want, and they can just sit there as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that and I hope you found that useful. As a little side note, I didn't have any posh technical equipment to make any of this. This is very thin ply, very thin. I think it's maybe 5mm, if that, and a lot of it I cut just with a a knife and a metal ruler, and I just scored it over and over and over again, and then snapped it, and then just sand the edges, and then the holes I just drilled those in. And this big cup holder hole, I had to because I didn't obviously have anything that big and I couldn't make a hole like that, so I've just cut loads of little holes. Eventually it popped out, and then I just sanded the edges to make it rounded. It's not a perfect hole, but I don't care. So it is totally possible to make this yourself, just with a few basic hand tools. You might need to buy a few bits and pieces though for it. Hang on a sec. For example, this is a torque hinge. I bought the first ones I bought way too big, too heavy, but they basically have a bolt that runs through the middle that you can tighten, which stops you moving it easily, so you can have it really nice and tight, so it's quite strong, which is why this stays up. I can still bend it, but it pretty much stays stable. So you'll have to buy them. They're not particularly cheap, and you'll need these as well. So these are bolts that you can screw the tripod fixings into, and you just drill a hole in the bit of wood that you want to attach it to, and then just hammer it in. I put a little bit of glue to hold it in place as well, but that's a really useful little bit of kit. So there was a few little bits I had to buy, as well as the ply, but it's probably quite a fair bit cheaper than if I'd have bought one ready-made, and plus it suits me. So yeah, I encourage you to have a go.